Hello, I decided to make you all a video today. Uh, Normally I don't make videos, but I feel like if you have something to say that might help somebody, you should go ahead and say it. Maybe it might benefit somebody to hear this. Uh, the issue that I'm looking at today is all of the disrespect that a lot of black men have been receiving. And I think it's coming from the disrespect that they're putting out there. Anyone that knows me knows that I am both a Christian and a spiritual person. I am Bible based. That's how I grew up. And I'm also spiritually based. And what that means is I believe in karma. I believe what goes around comes around. And if you're putting a lot of good and positive energy out there, you're going to get some back. There is both kinds of energy out there, positive and negative. And so sometimes we disproportionately get back more of one than the other, but we can influence it with our own energy. And I feel like black men are experiencing the energy that they're putting out in the world. Are there good black men? Of course. There's a lot of good black men out there. But I'm going to say it like this as far as how people see black men, how the stereotype works. If you go to work and let's say you're in retail and you see 80 people in that day and one out of that 80 people insults you and hurts your feelings, at the end of the day, are you going to say you had a good day? Most people are going to say they had a bad day because someone insulted them. Even though 79 people were perfectly wonderful, that one person that was not nice is the one that stays on your mind at the end of the day. So when it comes to black men, even though there's a lot of black men out there doing the right thing, there are some that do wrong, and those are the ones that are coloring the opinion of the black men. And as I say, it's about a lack of respect, and it stems from the way black men treat their women. Yes, this is my opinion. I believe the disrespect that black men have for black women is coming back at them as disrespect from society. And what made me think about this is I was reading an article. It was a study. And what it said was 71% of the black women that had babies that year were single mothers. Single mothers. 71%. And that demonstrates a lot of what we see. We see a lot of black women moving around, and a lot of them have children, and you never see a man around them. And that's because they don't have one. The men come in, make babies, and they leave. It's disrespect. They build poor relationships, dysfunctional relationships, abusive relationships. And then they move on and they do it again and again and again. A lot of black men have more than one child, and they have more than one mother for those children. And it's because of the way they treat women, black women. I won't say women in general, I'll say black women. And the reason I'm differentiating is because I have experiences with friends and people I've known who have gone from relationships with black women to relationships with women of other races. And the way they treat the women of other races is entirely different from the way they treated the black women. It's a lack of respect, you know? And when you look at your Bible, the woman was made for the man. So let's say the black woman was made for the black man. We're taken from the rib. But the black man doesn't appreciate his queen. He treats his black women like something to be used and discarded, used and discarded. Now, black women are phenomenal women. They're beautiful, exceptional people. They have amazing resilience and amazing abilities. But black men don't appreciate that. And so they're abusive. Use and move on. Abuse and move on. Black men expect black women to do things that they don't expect from any other race. I've seen black women go right back to work right after they've delivered their babies. And I've seen other races be allowed, be required to stay home, take care of themselves and their child before they go out and take another job. I've seen other races quit their job when they find out they're pregnant because their husband asked them to. I don't recall any of my black friends being required to quit their job because they were pregnant. But I do know several that were required to work all the way up until they were due. Some of them left work to go to the hospital. Yes. It's absurd that the black men disrespect their black women that way. And when I say abuse, a lot of people think, oh, somebody's getting hit. I didn't see any black eyes. Well, some of them do have black eyes, and some of them hit people in places where you won't see a bruise when they go out into public. But some of the abuse is not physical, it's emotional, and it's financial. I mean, if you deny your wife enough money to buy shoes, underclothes, clothes, food, utilities in the home, transportation, if you have your spouse out there walking in the pouring rain to try and get groceries while your car is parked, that's abusive. There's no reason for your car to be parked while your wife walks in torrential rains to go get groceries, riding a bus or whatever. So it shows a lack of respect for the black female. They do it so much till it's common. And when you compare mankind to animals, we're the higher species. If an animal as small as a bug, as an ant, can respect its queen, if the bees can respect their queens, if the lions and tigers and bears can respect their females, some animals even beyond respecting their female, they help to protect the young as well. Why can't the black man do that? He doesn't protect his female. He doesn't uphold his female. He's not proud of her or the children. Black men have walked away from their children and their wives time and time again, and they're telling society that they don't care about their women and their children. And so when they send that message out there, that's the message people have. These are low-class animals. We have to handle them as such. They could be dangerous. And so they handle them that way. The way that they treat their women is the way they're getting treated. Easily discarded. That's how they treat black women. Black men treat black women as easily discarded. So why wouldn't society see black men as easily discarded? You get back what you put out there. So if you're putting a lot of bad energy out, then you're getting a lot of bad energy back. And how can society tell the good men from the bad? How can they tell the good black men from the bad black men? The black men that's doing the right thing from the black men that's not? There's no way for them to know that. So when they apply their stereotypes, and there's always going to be stereotypes, it gets applied evenly across the board. All black men. So how do you fix that? Simple. Live right. Treat your women right. Do the right thing. If you're willing to go into counseling when you're with someone that's not black, why won't you go into counseling when you're with someone that is? If you're willing to do the right thing for someone that's not black, why can't you do the right thing for someone that is? Black women are good, decent women. They're not whores and they're not prostitutes. They're not out there asking to be used and abused. This is what black men do. And that's why black men are getting what they get. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. And you're free to disagree with it. But I believe if you put better energy out, you'll get better energy in. And I think that will help a lot of people. That's why I made the video. Because I feel like this opinion is not one that's already out there. And if it is, no one's saying it. I haven't heard it. So I'm saying it now. Protect your karma. Protect your image. Black men, step up. Treat your black women like they're queens. Show some respect, and people will see you as a respectable man. If you show no respect for your women, then you have no respect for yourselves. And no one else will either. Because without a woman, there will be no man. Women are the ones who have the babies. The female is the queen, and she is important. And you need to show that. When you show that you respect your black women, people will respect you. Y'all have a good day.